Sam. She used to work at our front desk here at the Toronto Humane Society. Give a nice warm welcome to Sam.
Thank you everybody for being here today in this wonderful weather that we're having. It's not discouraging. We're here because we care, and we're here because the shelter can be an amazing place. All our standards and qualified staff, and we can make it what it truly should be. Running a shelter of this nature, of this magnitude, is a challenge, absolutely. And there are some serious problems with the way in which it's currently governed, and that's what I'm talking about today, is your membership. We need you to step up and speak out. Become a voting member, because you will have the power to help make change in this place. It's up to the public. The annual general meeting is supposed to be an opportunity for THS members to ask questions, hold current directors accountable, and vote for the board of directors.
Yes!
Democracy. Warrant's right here. Warrant's right here. The last 3 annual general meetings, however, were held on weekdays during the day, making it impossible for many members to attend to actually vote, and therefore they surrendered or handed over their votes by way of proxy.
Where are you? Corruption!
How are members supposed to vote if they can't attend meetings? How can change happen if no one's there to make it? Right. What we want is for the next annual general meeting to be held either on a weekend or on an evening of a weekday with 30 days notice so everybody can make it to vote.
That's the way it's supposed to work.
Did you know that as a member you are eligible to run for the board of directors? No.
All right.
Why is there no information on how a member can run for the board? The lack of transparency means that highly qualified members, you, me, and everyone else that care, we have no means to effectively run a campaign. Democracy. Does the THS have an issue with democracy? Yes. Dictatorship. Are they trying to make it difficult for new people to obtain seats in the board of directors?
Let the light in.
We demand that detailed information be provided to all members on how they can get involved in the electoral process. And also, if interested, how they can get their name put on a ballot for the next AGM. That's right. If you look around today, we have people handing out membership applications. Where? Right here. Well, we've got some here.
Right here. Come to the front.
Around.
They're a little soggy, everybody. That's okay.
Since the THS has been refusing to make them readily available to the members of the public, we've chosen to do that for them because it's our right.
Thank you.
Yes. Public dollars, public transparency.
We're all going to be denied.
And make sure you keep a copy of your application and check your bank and your credit card statements for that donation. They do request a donation to become a member. Once that has come out, you need to be notified. If you do not get a response to your application, please let us know, the protest group.
And write the newspapers.
We need you to become a member and attend the next AGM, demand answers, and vote, because your voice counts.
When is the next AGM? Do you know?
Every fall, I believe September or August, and you should be notified. There's no notification, but become a member and we'll get that rolling.
Can I say something relevant really quick? I was present in a meeting with Tim where a very capable and responsible volunteer was suggested as a board member. He laughed and said, "She's not family," and that was the end of
Tim Trow, you're a megalomaniac!
The criminal!
The Toronto Humane Society's mission statement is to promote the humane care and protection of all animals and to prevent cruelty and suffering. We need to put the humane back in the Toronto Humane Society.
Tim Trow, you gotta go!
I really want to thank everyone. everybody again for coming out today. And I can tell you from my perspective, because I'm the old generation. I was here 4 years ago.
I've been here a long time too.
What I'm hearing from everybody today that is more current, that has just left, it's the same story and it's worse. And it's heartbreaking, everybody. It really is. So I just hope something comes of this. And if we all work together, something will. But we have to stick to it. We cannot stop.
Why doesn't the Humane Society spay and neuter? Does anybody know?
They don't spay and neuter because it's the personal preference of Tim Trow himself.
Inhumane. Animals suffering every day. I see it in feral colonies.
His own dog is not neutered.
I clean up your mess and I'm angry at you, Tim Trow. It's time for you to go. Go away. Go somewhere else.
Go to jail.
That's a lot of it. Okay. Once again, my name is Marna Gale, and I'm a Toronto Humane Society survivor. Dogs with reversible behavioral issues that can be worked with experienced rescue groups. Senior animals, very old animals that nobody wants. Those with chronic health issues. All are given a chance through private rescue groups that can focus on their individual needs and place them in appropriate homes through proper screening. What happens to animals like this at the Toronto Humane Society? I know a lot of you know. They languish in cages for months. The Toronto Humane Society foster department is all but non-existent. You can ask James Plank about that.
Definitely correct.
So very few find proper care that way. Instead, old, sick, feeble, and those that are just not strong enough to handle the stress of a shelter remain behind these walls when they could be readily taken in by private rescue groups like mine. Woo! I can talk about one dog in particular. His name is Ringo. I do believe he's still in there. He's a beagle. It was a few years ago that I was contacted by that beagle's owner. She bought the beagle for her boyfriend as a birthday present. Boyfriend was allergic, so she brought the dog home to her parents. Her parents didn't want that dog, and she called us. We went to meet the dog. We assessed temperament. That's part of my regime and my private rescue group. And we discovered the dog had a very guarded personality, meaning that it had the potential to bite, so it was going to need a very particular home, either a foster home through us or an adopter that we could carefully screen. It was going to take time. So we asked that she just patiently wait until we find something for her dog. But her parents were impatient. They ended up surrendering the dog here. Folks, that was 3 years ago. The dog is still here. The dog has been adopted and returned several times. Somebody came in to meet the dog and wanted to adopt that. One of the workers said, "Oh, you don't want that dog. It's bitten about 8 times. It was adopted 3 times in return, and it's bitten about 8 people. And it's in adoption." What the heck are they doing? And that's not the only dog that has been aggressive and has been adopted here and then dumped on private rescue groups. I can mention a few Rottweilers that went through Rottweiler Rescue. Some of them were so irreversibly aggressive that the good folks at Rottweiler Rescue said, this dog has to be euthanized. There is no returning this dog to good behavior. It's
Public
a dangerous
safety
dog.
issue.
Yes. So there are dogs like that. There are animals, because there is no adoption fee anymore here. Oh, it's a donation. So anybody can come and get a dog. Gee, I wonder how many gangs came here to get dogs. Nice and free. There are small dogs here that would be perfect bait for the pit bull fights. And it's free. What the heck, right? They come in here. You can ask Sarah, who used to work at the Global Pet Food Store. People would adopt an animal. They'd go in there and say, what's your cheapest food? And because it wasn't cheap enough, they walked out the door. Wonder what the dog or cat was going to eat. So that's the kind of quality of people that adopt animals for free.